My friends, I want you to listen to me and listen carefully and try your best for the first time to understand what the enemy is. The enemy is after your family hopes, dreams, stability, ideas, thoughts, sense of government, sense of trust, sense of family, sense of gender, dating, politics, hope. It wants to completely contaminate and change everything that you think. Everything. It will do everything in its power to corral you, to find out what you do, what you like, and to contaminate it. If you do not understand the importance of the Super Bowl among human beings, I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. If you live or anybody lives in a world that says this is a stupid game, this doesn't I don't find it interesting, it's not important, it's just stupid. And this talk about Taylor Swift is inane. If you think that, I don't want to know you. Go. Go to I don't know where. Go to a place that's easy. Tucker World. Simple. Just go and go there. You'll have a good time. Talk about Kid Rock and Dave Portnoy and maybe John Daly and drinking beer and the just go. It won't hurt my feelings. I promise you. If you don't see what's happening, if you don't see how, from days of Tavistock to the Frankfurt School to Marcuse to name it, from Bernays, we talk a good game. We talk a good game about how we understand about the notion of brainwashing and the like. But when it comes to the actual clinical application and recognition of what is happening, from bread and circuses to juvenile throughout history, and the notion of entertainment from Lenny Riefenstahl to the documentation of awards and kind of demigods and the demi-monde. And I mean, I don't know. I please, it's okay if I tell you, get out. Go someplace else. It won't hurt my feelings. I only want those people who say, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know this is indoctrination. It's been militaristic from flyovers to the American flag to tribalism to you name it, to the biggest day for human trafficking maybe in the year. There are women and children and people and slaves flown in. The same thing goes for other from Davos to G7. Name it. Name it. Sparky says brainwashing. Brainwashing, by the way, and it's true. Brainwashing versus menticide. This is the part. And the people, the enemy are the people who say, I don't understand this. This is stupid. I don't understand it. It does not exist. That's the enemy. Get out. Go. We don't need you. It's okay. We'll handle this. Let the adults handle it. During the 60s, do you think the music world was just about? You don't think anything involved in the dissemination of the musical themes was about the destruction of the order of things? Come on. Please, I beg you. I beg you to understand, please, please recognize this is how these people work. This is it. This is how they work. And there is something right now. Taylor Swift is this manufactured. It goes back to the days of this melding. She is going to, and by the way, they have made deals that you cannot understand. Cat Williams has talked about it. That's another one too. Cat Williams, yes. Listen to what. How about Lenny Bruce? Well, that's different. George Carlin, Bill Hicks, Dick Gregory. Where do you think the truth comes from? From the Truth Squad? Where do you think it comes from? They made a deal with Taylor Swift. Name your. We know how to take care of her. And here's the best part. White, female, binary, old-fashioned. Isn't that interesting? Don't you find that interesting? Old-fashioned. I find it absolutely incredible. Don't you just love how this works? Don't you see how this works? Old-fashioned, blonde, sort of, with the wigs and the whole bit, doing this kind of milk toasty, lily white, not rap, no. Do you see what's that? Why do you think that is? Where do you think? Not some sister this and the thing with the Cardi B and the Lizzo and the fat and the eyelashes and the gangster this and the. Where do you think that's from? Why her? She's the biggest thing anybody's ever seen. The biggest thing. Her father owns the trucking. She's going to be a trucking magnate. She is a billionaire. Truly, not Kardashian billionaire. I mean billionaire. She's going to end up more money with her than Donald Trump. And you think this is just, I don't understand her. Dear God, she's going to sign up Democrats. If her Swifties or whatever these people are called, if she turns them loose and she says, I want you to vote for Joe Biden or for the Democrats, which it's a safe bet. It's a safe bet. Writes her ticket. Nobody, not Oprah, not George Clooney, not anybody. Nobody gets near her. Do you hear what I'm saying? And yet, when you talk to people, they don't understand. They don't get it. I mean, honest to God, I was watching something. And listen, God bless anybody if you want to talk about something. Don't ask me how. On my YouTube whatever rotation, there was this Ben Shapiro and Destiny. Interesting. Parsley. Kind of trappings. Nobody cares about this. That's the creation of something that appears to be riveting. Nobody cares about this. You know the deal Ben Shapiro made. You know the deals. You got to know where people make deals from. They make a deal where you become, my dear friends, you're missing so much. I hope you can, I hope, and I hope you appreciate, I hope you appreciate what's going on here. You know, this coming Saturday night, I keep telling you, Saturday night, the loneliest night of the week. This is going to be one of the biggest. There is so much. I haven't even begun to quote write this yet. This coming Saturday, the most important. It's just incredible. This coming Saturday, dear God, understand what is happening here. Why is this important? It's important because it's that simple. So there, I'm going to have very quickly. Here is the link. Here is the link, dear friends, for you right here. for how to get the tickets to this. This is what I want to talk about. This is the thing. Where do you think the messaging is? I'll put my money on a Cat Williams or a Taylor Swift, and you can have all the Tuckers you want, or Ben Shapiro or Candace Owens. Notice how they're going to teach her a lesson. You dare to be on PragerU and side with the Palestinians on PragerU? Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. Oh, you wait. I'm not even going to. There's two issues I know you don't know. Two issues I know you hate. AGI, and Israel-Palestine. That is beyond your pay grade. And I dig it. It's something that just doesn't, it needs a lot of, And those of you who are fascinated by the people who are, take Israel, for example. It's this Israel versus Palestine. It's based upon hatred. It's genocide. It's like, no, okay. That's not the issue. What else is the issue? There is some wonderful stuff out there, and I'm going to give you an idea, and we're going to change subject a little bit. The moment you lose perspective and you get angry about the message, you lose big time. What do I mean by that? Well, it means like this. There is give you an example. One of the best promoters, one of the best proponents, one of the best military tacticians, bar none, is Scott Ritter. Absolutely phenomenal. And he is so angry. It doesn't make his analysis wrong, but you've got to read the anger that is into him. It's about, how dare you? You don't understand. You can't go into Iran. It's like, wait a minute. Stop. But he's at least focusing on the right stuff. The issues that matter the most, the really important issues, which is so critical, are number one, the obvious, but then the subterranean. And the subterranean part. Let me give you an example. Do you know why you could never hear something like this on Fox News? Is because they themselves are a part of the subterranean message itself. They are a part of a complete and total. This is, how do I say this? This is a propaganda-esque world brought to you by the Murdochs. And it's almost like, for example, if somebody were to suggest that Gladiator, the movie, he's Gladiator. No, Gladiator with Russell Crowe, let's say, confusing that with Roman history or whatever. The subject matter is, one's propaganda, one isn't. Propaganda, it's a word which is, I think, just a conspiracy is using correctly. Propaganda, from the propagation of the faith, from Gregory, whatever the Vatican was, is the idea of a way of thinking that distorts but conditions you to believe something. Does that make any sense to you? It conditions you to believe something. It's not just that I give you information, but I want you to believe that this information is true. I want you to believe that this information is true, and I want you to believe that this information is not. It's one thing for me to say, this is a fact, Super Bowl, the score was this. No, propaganda is, this is America's sport, this is America's team, and this is in the NFL, and this is America, and understand what it is, and understand the glory and the grandeur. That's propaganda. The score is one thing, but the propaganda is different. It doesn't mean wrong. It just means I'm giving you kind of an oomph behind it. What makes you who you are is not the information that you hear, but the feeling you get. You tap into a sense of superiority and brutal realism. You view the left is your enemy. The left, as you call them, is your enemy. And you call them wokies. I like this awfuls, this affluent white female liberal, the awfuls. These names, you have different names, wokus, SJ, remember social justice warriors, and you pick the people that best comport to comply with your particular worldview, and it makes you happy and whatever. Okay, great. But that misses the point. You are in the middle of a game of some of the most brilliant people who have been doing this for centuries. And the idea of incorporating and inculcating you, and through this concatenation of not only news, but sports, entertainment. Don't forget what Breitbart said. The best thing he said was that politics is downstream. And yet, when you see what is happening, when you see if Taylor Swift decides, I'm going to make voting Democrat cool, she's got to think about this. She is a political force, the likes of which Greta Thunberg never had any kind. Greta Thunberg was almost like a joke. I think she was the rodeo clown. I think she was almost deliberately put in there because she knew you would hate her and laugh at her, and she wouldn't be taken seriously. And she is incredibly, how do I say this? She is incredibly, I don't know what the word is. She's kind of a distraction. How dare you? I mean, they knew this. Klaus Schwab, this guy, you can't, this is central casting. This is the Germanic, kind of like the Nazi villain from, from Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean, this guy, all he needs is a scar and a monocle, and that's it. He's got it. They know what they're doing because you fall into that and you love it. Greta Thunberg on her best day isn't anywhere near what Taylor Swift is. The Beatles aren't what Taylor Swift is. Believe me. You might say to yourself, well, they've affected music for really? Okay, you think so? I don't think so. I think the Beatles were the most overrated thing that ever happened. And the people who talked about the Beatles the most were the people who were the Beatles fans who said that was my God, Paul and John. Oh, stop it. Stop it. If Taylor Swift says Joe Biden is cool, voting Democrat is cool, buying EVs are cool, not going to college is cool, staying home and being a mom or not being a mom or not getting married or embracing transgenderism or suicide or whatever the hell she wants to say, they will follow her like you cannot believe. And yet these morons who sit back and say, oh, that's stupid. Taylor Swift. There is nobody that, and I keep saying that Tucker Carlson has ever had on his show who has the effect, who is as powerful as Taylor Swift in terms of the sheer number of people that she can get to do something she wants. Period. And this is inconceivable to people. They don't understand it. How can this be? Because you're not paying attention. It doesn't work like that. You live in a world where of things you want to be. You want things to be certain ways. You dream them to be. You want Donald Trump to win, so you think he's going to win. You want him to win, so you will say he will win. What? You want him to win. And you think everybody goes, well, he speaks the truth. Our country was never better. So therefore, because I think that, he is going to win. You're so off. He could win, but that's not the way to look at it. Doesn't matter how the way to look at it. That's the way I look at it. I'm delusional. So what? I'm delusional, but I'm happy. I don't want to hear you complain anymore about me being delusional. I'm delusional. Get over it. So what? Leave me alone. I'm delusional. Okay? That's serious. That's simple, I should say. Let me stop for a moment. I got to calm down. You have no idea. You have no idea when I think about this stuff. It's so clear to me. And the people that I deal with, yeah, I've got the usual subjects. Yeah, I've got the enemy. Yeah, I've got those. But the worst part is people who are sometimes sitting here, the people who are supposedly at the same time, the people who say, "Oh no, I'm too cool for that." No, I don't. I don't use X. I don't go to Kib. I don't know what's going on. That's stupid. That's silly. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that. I don't know what that is. I've never seen it. I don't know anything. I grovel. I wallow. I luxuriate in my ignorance and my nescience. I don't know anything. I love it. I am so cool. I don't know anything. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what that song is. I don't know anything. And that's great because in my world, the less I know and the more that I deliberately reject, the better I am. Well, we're going to put an end to that. Now, if you want to luxuriate, you listen to me right now. Pillows, slippers, moccasins, towels, mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. This man is the George Washington of luxuriation. You got it? Listen to this. All right, my friend. It's time to hail and salute our great friends at mypillow.com. And if you use promo code Lionel, you get a free gift. No purchase necessary. I know a free gift. It's a tautology, so sue me. But listen carefully. What are we talking about? Giza Dream Bed Sheets, My Pillow 2.0, sheets, slippers, percales, towels, quilts, bedspreads, mattresses, mattress covers, mattress toppers, linens, kitchen towels, bathrobes, name it. Items to help you luxuriate and relax. Think about it. And they're monster sellers right now. Listen to me. Slippers. My slippers. Think about it. What do they do with My Pillow? They make things real soft and plush and comfy. How perfect. And when they apply that genius to slippers, look out. Look out. Look at the specials right now, but only if you use promo code Lionel. So go to mypillow.com/Lionel. Solid disproverbial. mypillow.com/Lionel or call 800-645-4965. Call right now and watch how fast Mike answers the phone. mypillow.com. The best. All right, my friends. The other day I was trying my best to explain to a black friend of mine. I said, you know what I would do, what I would warn black folks about specifically is that there is a form of genocide that is being concocted, and the way that I would destroy, speaking of genocide, the way that I would destroy the African American society is through their nescience, through their absenteeism, their truancy, their diet, their heft, their weight, their name it. Their diet alone. The number of black folks in this country who are waylaid by hypertension and renal failure because of diabetes and everything attendant thereto, from obesity to whatever. I mean, you name it. And we're not talking about, but inner city, and nobody's talking about that. But they are talking about things like DEI. The level when the you can presume it is so interesting. You can presume if you are meeting somebody. If I said our candidate is let's say 35 years older and above. I'm trying to think about it depends. What likelihood would you say this person is severely overweight? I'm serious. Well, that's racist. I'm trying to help. Do you hear what I'm saying? If I was a racist, if I want to get rid of black folks, I say, keep it up, keep it up. Here, have some more. You want some more sugary drinks? You want some more fried? Here, take this. Soul food. Hey, Now, what I just said would be absolutely positively, and by the way, Dick Gregory would agree, were he alive, with me 100%. He said this 100%. 100%. 100%. There's a American Samoa. I think it is. Have you seen this? American Samoa. I think it's American Samoa. This is the number one. This is obesity off the charts. The number one here in New York, by the way, on every corner, on every other corner, is a nail salon. Absolutely, it's a nail salon. And I think it's American Samoa. The number one hot thing, like a business is either wound clinics, wound clinics, specifically diabetic wound clinics, and amputate. There are more amputations done there per capita than any place else because of the diet, because of the syrupy, sugary, these weird whatever. Okay, fine. Now, when I say something to somebody, they don't like it, they immediately, oh, you're racist, you're doing whatever. They don't like it. They don't like what I said. So rather than say, well, let me see if there's any truth to that, they'll say, oh, no, that doesn't exist. I told you this. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. His name is, let's call him Scott. Just for it. And that's such a benign name. Scott Carpenter, Scott Glenn, Scott Towels, Scott. It's like there'll never be a serial killer named Chip. There's certain names, Anyway, I said one of the biggest myths of all time that will get you into more argument with people is when you understand, or you tell them that one of the biggest jokes is the fact that olive oil is good for you. And I bring it up sometimes every now and then just as an example of what people don't know. And they go berserk. And I love to do it. I do it on purpose. This is what people say. I'm Italian. Huh? What does that mean? I'm Italian. Okay. The African American, the average BMI in the African American community and the average per capita renal failure, whatever. Well, I'm black. Okay. Well, I don't like what you said. I disagree with you. Why? Because I'm a member of that group. And for me to listen to you means that I'm going to have to change my particular ways. I'm going to have to change my focus. I'm going to have to change my worldview. I'm going to have to change my instrumentation, kind of like I'm flying on an instrument qualified. My worldview. I don't like what I'm saying. I don't like what you're saying. Either because of what you said or because I'm just a jadrul who doesn't know anything. So I talked to my friends about it's one of the best things ever. It's one of the one of the most incredible stories. It's one of the best myths ever. How we came into this thing where we just thought that olive oil is great for you. It's great. It's good. No, good means you're better off with it than without it. See, water is good. Vegetables are good. I'm not going to go into meat, but certain things are good for you. Flaxseed are good as an antioxidant. It's good for you. You will be better with it than without it. Okay? Oil is not one of them. You will not be better with oil. You don't need it. People will go nuts because they don't like what you're saying. They don't even care whether it's true. They don't care. Here's one for you. Russia would have won World War II with or without us. Good luck with that one. Huh? It's like my friend Scott who said, can I have your bread? Anyway, think about it. Think about what I'm saying. Think about this. People don't like. So when I bring up Taylor Swift or whatever it is, I'm thinking, when I was when I first started high school, first day I walked into homeroom at this Jesuit high school. I had no idea. It was 1971. 71. 2 years after Woodstock, Vietnam's still going on. We had the best music in the world. And there's 2 people who had a tremendous effect on me. My friends, people that were immediately around me, but also music. What we and everybody thought was cool. And at that particular time, music was the greatest ever because it was so different. I mean, you could go into the rock. The Beatles were just almost winding up, so to speak, and then later on, it got even better. And then, Led Zeppelin, and then later on, it was Southern rock and prog rock and, oh my God, disco and rhythm and blues, and it was the end of R&B, but Motown, of course, and then it was pre-rap. It was the most fecund time ever. Sparky says, introducing a garbage diet to American Samoa devastated American Samoans. The ones who didn't fall victim to it often make great soldiers, sailors, and football players. Oh, yes. And I love the way they do that particular dance, that, where they slap each other. I love that. I love that. In any event, I love that. Here's one for you. Colin Campbell wrote the China study. That was a tremendous effect in my life. And is it 1958? I believe almost the year, it was the year I was born, 1958. There was a study. Somebody, I forget who it was. They looked and they saw how many men died of or from prostate cancer in Japan, the Japanese islands. And they said it was like 18 or some ridiculous number. Today, different story. What was different then? Diet. There are some parts of the world, rural China, where there's no breast cancer. There's parts of rural, if you will, Africa. There's no heart disease. None. It doesn't exist. Now, I can tell you this all you want, whatever. And the thing is, rather than what I do is I say, but when you don't like it, you refute it. You say, that's bullshit. That doesn't happen. That's not the way it goes. Because my grandfather was 80, and you come up with some fakakta story about how your grandfather Lenny ate pork sausage every day and he lived to be 90 and he smoked it. And you'll just make things up. The reason why we got to have meat is because you got canines, and we all know that because of this and that, because of protein, we have canines, and we point to these little tiny little things here, these little tiny little canines. They really don't really, unless you're Jewel, she had some serious choppers. My God, she could come on you, or Ricky Gervais. Imagine that guy biting you in your neck. Oh my, or Russell Brand. What is with those Brits and those teeth? Anyway, I digress. People just make stuff up. So because you don't like Taylor Swift, you can't remember that. Remember what effect Led Zeppelin had on you? Oh my God. Acid rock. I had a friend of mine one time who actually saw, I'll never forget, he saw Ravi Shankar at the concert for Bangladesh. Was talking about how Ravi Shankar said, please no smoking. It's like a little too late there, Ravi, at the garden. And the whole, the whole Indian, George Harrison brought that the sitar. I mentioned that tabla stuff now. You don't think that had an effect on mind expansion? Hey, man, want to do some window paint? Please, if you don't mind, don't smoke. I don't mind. You don't think that there are people getting stoned and gassed out of their mind on other planets, and they're into this mind expansion and all this stuff with Timothy Leary, and we're going through this right now with this ayahuasca, whatever the hell this is called. You don't think the music had any effect? Oh my God. Ask Frank Capra. Why do you think kids were absolutely going nuts to join the military after World War II? Because of Capra and Jack Warner. How about Remember Pat Tillman? I'm going to quit my what? I'm going to quit my football career and I'm going to join. I'm going to be a, whatever. So, okay. Where do you think that came from? Where do you think that came from? I mean, there was this. I'm interested in what motivates you. What motivates you is not what your government tells you. It's what your friends tell you. It's what your culture tells you. It's what's okay. You want to go to you want to hear. You know what song for me is hell? I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. 'Cause there's no other country where people can do as they please. And I sing this stupid song. It makes me sick to my. I was like, enough with this stuff. Please move. Could somebody please write? I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. What the hell are you talking about? What? Free? Free? You can't do shit. You say something, get out. Go ahead. Go to Colombia. Put on your keffiyeh and all that. Give me that Palestinian stuff. You're out of here. Next. From the river to, you won't even get the sentence out. Next. Go online. Talk about, I don't know, the old days, maybe not anymore. Vaccine. Next. Oh, good luck with that. Good luck with that. We live under such a delusion that we're the only ones who, you know what? This may not be a perfect country, but by God, it's the best. How do you know that? Huh? How do you know it's the best country? You ever live in any place else? No. But I say that. Would you stop this jingoistic stuff? Let me tell you something. I love, you know what my country is to me? 'Tis of thee. That's what it is. I don't even know what the hell that means. My country is like my family. You don't like them? You're stuck with them. That's it. You can't say, can I, Mom, Dad, can I get a new brother? Can I get a new brother? This guy is just, I don't know what you were thinking. I mean, I don't even think we're related. Can I get somebody new? No. Well, I'm going to go to another family. No. That's me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not, but I don't think the French can't say anything. Hell, they are, you remember the yellow vests? Whatever happened to them? They just pop up. There are other countries that actually protest more. We don't do anything. Well, our crew, whatever the hell that is. I don't think we're the best. This is the only one I know. I'm not going anywhere. I don't think we're the best. How do I know? How do I know? You think people in excuse me, you don't think people in Rome they're happy? We just say this stuff. We say this stuff. And I'm telling you, the reason why you say this stuff is there are a bunch of people out there in the world who feed this crap to you left and right. And those are the most important people. Edward Bernays, other people. Remember Freedom Torches? Remember how he basically introduced lung cancer to women? This is the most beautiful. I love this. I love healthy. And I'm telling you right now, the greatest thing in the world, the most important experiment of my lifetime is the tattoo. And how seemingly interesting people seemingly can destroy their dermal real estate just to look cool. Just to look cool. Up the neck and the face and the eyes. Did you see that guy on TV? Hey, he's got the best song in the world. Yeah, buddy, he's got this song. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He's got tattoos here. He's a big fat guy. He's on Fox News. Try that in our town. You try that bullshit in our town, we'll shoot you down. What is this? What is this? I don't know. He's an American. He's covered in tattoos. What is this? Somebody said a while back, which is interesting. If you see somebody who's 20 years old covered in tattoos, his name is Todd. And he's a barista from, Williamsburg, some Brooklyn place. If you see a guy who's 80 years old covered in tattoos, he's an escapee. He's a serial killer. When old people, remember the old days, remember Grandpa? Grandpa may have had, like Harley Race, had 2 tattoos here. 2 tattoos. So blurred. You don't even know what. It looks like 2 bruises, but that was it. Maybe somebody had something here. I don't know what. 1 tattoo, mom or Navy. That was the old day. Oh, not anymore. Up here, women covered in their arms. One guy, his entire arm. Anyway, long story short, I want to say this is the greatest thing in the world. Not only can they get people to do it, but if I said, come here, Scott or Todd or whatever your name is, come here, can I ask you a question? I notice your entire arm is tattooed. Seriously, do you think you're cool? Oh, yeah. Do you think you're really cool? Oh, absolutely. Okay. And you, Todd, I noticed you're wearing a football jersey. I remember one time we were coming out of, it was just wonderful. We were coming out of the, oops, sorry about that. We were coming out of the garden, and it was wonderful. It was the Madison Square Garden. Oh, it was night of the Rangers, some Rangers. Anyway, place is packed full of hockey fans, which is demented. And they're all walking around with jerseys, and they all had Gretzky. So I walked up to somebody, I said, excuse me, yes, are you Wayne Gretzky? He said, no. I said, well, why are you wearing his jersey? Does he wear your jersey with your name on it? And my friend at the time said, I wouldn't be messing with people. I said, I've got to know, why are you wearing his name? Is it because you like him? You want to be like Wayne? I don't understand this. I don't fit into this world. I don't fit into this world. Do you understand what's going on? Listen to this word from our sponsor. 2024, as I have stated and predicted, will be contentious, scary, and promises to blow your mind. It'll make 2023 look like a walk in the park because the folks who run the show live for chaos and instability and panic. Your panic. Now, many of our problems could be solved overnight, but that defeats the purpose. Destabilization and chaos, that's the name of the game. Now, if you can handle the truth, and I know you can, you need to visit my website, preparewithlionel.com. Write this down, preparewithlionel.com. You'll get $200 off a much-needed and absolute best-selling 3-month emergency food kit from My Patriot Supply. Now listen carefully. This is the country's largest preparedness company. My Patriot Supply is your fighting chance at survival. And I don't use that word lightly, survival. Sealed inside 6 water-resistant buckets, these delicious meals, 22 varieties of tasty breakfasts, lunches, dinners, snacks, you name it, last up to 25 years and provide over 2,000 calories per day. And we're talking 120 pounds of food. Eat right in emergencies with this 3-month food kit from My Patriot Supply. At this low price, you can get one for everyone in your family. Think about this. This is critical. So visit preparewithlionel.com right now. Order by 3 p.m. for free same-day shipping. Prepare right now at preparewithlionel.com. One more time. Go to preparewithlionel.com before chaos ensues. My friends, our dear friend Sparky says, I remember a supposed purported Jewish proverb which taught that God gave us families so we could learn to get along with people whom we normally not associate with, which is true to an extent. Do you have siblings, members of your family that you cannot believe you're even related? So that's why nature, nurture, yeah. It's nature, baby. So let me tell you something right now. We are in a world of shite, ladies and gentlemen. And there are people out there, and Sparky would agree with me, there are people out there who have been enlisted by the cognoscenti, by the Illuminati, as you say, whatever you want to call them, to make sure that they distort, distract, divert, divert our focus, our attention away from that which matters. To take your eyes off the prize, for you to also, they appreciate and they love you to be a part of indoctrination and the like, and they realize and recognize the fact that we are social beings, and that by virtue of our collective, it's weird, it's a weird duality. It recognizes that we're social beings, but yet again, it wants us to remain apart and socially dissimilar from each other by virtue of the fact that we are what have you. In any event, thank you, dear friends. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all. And Sparky, thank you, dear friends. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay? Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I like somebody says, okay, I gotta go. I can't listen to this anymore. Ha ha. Who gives a shit? Get out. Any event, I listen to your stuff. Thank you, dear friends. Listen to what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about. I like when they say, this is a rant. Okay. All right. We'll be like that. See you tonight, friends, at 7 p.m. I gotta go because he's ranting. I don't know what he's talking about. What does he mean, damn it? What? I like bacon. I don't know. I don't like him. Did he say something bad about Tucker? Oh, I'm out of here now. Oh, I'm out of here now. Did he say something bad about Tucker? He did. What? Oh, you can't do that. I love Tucker Carlton, what his name is. I love him. I watch him what? Don't say that. He's the best. And don't say anything bad about President Trump. MAGA, yay! Nobody's more MAGA than me, but I'm rational. I got, by the way, the biggest MAGA museum you'll ever see. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And if it is neither here nor there, where the hell is it? I can't tell you. I don't know why he's saying it, but is he talking about Taylor Swift again? I don't understand this guy. He was talking about Cat Williams. Who's she? I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. I like Tucker Carlson. I like him. Don't say anything bad about Tucker Carlson, my girlfriend. Don't say anything bad about Tucker Carlson. Please. That's all. I don't even know who he is. I don't know. I'm lonely, I guess. I love you, Sparky. You and me against the world. Sometimes it feels like you and me against the world. Thank you, Helen Reddy. All right, kids. See you tonight, 7 p.m. Don't ever change me that sincerely. Remember these words: the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Ta-ta.